Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Mias and welcome to my virtual world testing video against the meta this time. So, yeah, I mean, as you can see, this is already a virtual world mirror match, which is pretty crazy. And, of course, before you start, friendly reminder to like and subscribe because it really motivates me a lot to keep making videos like these. Yeah, let's jump right into it. So, I guess I'm actually going second. My opponent is going normal summon Yan Yan and then special summoning the Lily from the hand. And then, of course, send the spell in trap, which searches the Lulu. Now, I actually want a Gamma here because I feel like if he can actually get the ball going with Lulu, I probably won't be able to use my Gamma after that. He might be able to make like double VFD or like Bamboozling plus VFD. Well, actually, that's not a valid argument because... yeah, I mean, you can just Gamma first, and then the Bamboozling has to use its effect, and then on your turn, when the VFD uses its effect, you Gamma again, since Bamboozling doesn't negate and destroy. But anyways, so I negate that. Kind of scared of him being able to make double VFD. But anyways, he keeps going with Lao Lao. But the thing is, he has to empty his resources, and since I negated the Lulu, he actually doesn't have access to Kowloon into Chuchi, so he has to pass with just a VFD and a draw, which I want to say is actually good for me because this VFD alone won't necessarily scare me. Yeah, sure, he has the follow-up, and he also drew into Nibiru, which is really, really good, but, I mean, I'm not that scared, and also, he's playing around Imperm and Gamma at the moment, but, okay, yeah, never mind. So, he wasn't actually playing around Gamma, but he was playing around Imperm. There's no need, sorry, for him to play around Gamma, since my driver is actually banished, so that actually makes total sense, but playing around Imperm does make sense, since, I have to put a card face up on the field anyways, if I want to use the effect of my cards, and if I'm playing like Drytron, for example, I wouldn't go straight away like effect of Drytron in the hand. I would probably use like Emergency Cyber or Drytron Nova, Fafnir, etc. So I think he did the right call. He did call Light though, so I will be able to use my Earth and Wind effects, which is literally exactly what matters because now I actually have like access to everything. I can have Chuchi access, as you can see right here with Kowloon, and then Juju is actually a pretty good card, by the way, when they only have VFD, because it's indestructible by battle or by card effect, whether you have 2 or more monsters in your grave with the same original type and attribute. That's pretty nice. But anyways, I mean, again, I just keep going. This deck is crazy. Look at the amount of plays you can do with literally no effects on your field. It's just insanity. This deck can even play with skill drain, and I get Nibiru'd. Look at this token, man. Big boy, 88, 84. I even destroyed the Nibiru on my own turn because I have a lot of cards banished thanks to Shenshen. And he actually keeps playing, which is impressive. He gets the Shenshen back, tries to use the effect of Lulu, but whatever, I can just pop it. But the issue is, I know he has the Nyan Nyan in the grave, so this is gonna be really nasty. I'm like, please don't play Break Sword, because that would be really bad. But he does play Bamboozling, so has to take 7,400 just for the Zeus. And now, whatever, it's gonna be my turn. King Long. I don't need to use this Desires, I can just discard it. This is the beauty of this deck, You never have to use your dead Desires, since King Long just... and also Zwanhu just gives it more value by being like the discard fodder. And anyways, at this point, it's really hard to lose because I have access to the Vermilion in my graveyard, which can just pop this Zeus looking ass, and the game shall be over in approximately 3 seconds. 1, 2, okay, never mind. I obviously went for the disrespect, just going for Chuchi and VFD. But anyways, now this game is really over. So absolutely beautiful. Let's get into replay number 2. Alright, I'm going first this time. So I'm going Kowloon into Chuchi and then Lao Lao because my hand's just not great. I really need that King Long in the grave, so that's why, I couldn't do like anything else yet. But anyways, so I'm just gonna... try to do my best with what I have. Again, it's not the most ideal hand. It doesn't necessarily suck, because the thing is, even the shittiest of virtual worlds to start with is still a good starter, since you can send that King Long, which searches a searcher. This is ridiculous. You know your deck is broken when you can do that. Anyways, the Bamboozling to negate the Nibiru, but then he draws Ash with it, so if he actually just used the Nibiru before, it would have been bad for me. Like, the Ash could have actually been there to stop me, but no, fortunately, it's not too bad. And I'm pretty sure, by the way, this was a game 3 or something. I've done this game like a while back, so I forgot, but yeah, it was like post side and stuff. He could have drawn like Lancia, but he didn't. He drew a Nibiru instead, which at least is not the end of the world. Lancia's like game over. I can't attempt to play through Lancia. But anyways, I mean, he really can't do anything at all, so it's just gonna be Happy Land City for me. All I need to do is just one more summon, make sure I play around Nibiru by not summoning like 5 times. I'm at 3 summons, so whatever, this is game regardless. And the Kowloon, the Kowloon disrespect by actually having the effect to boost all of your monsters by 200. Obviously, it doesn't matter, but whatever. Anyways, let's get into the next one. Alright, I'm going first, this time against a completely different Virtual World player. I haven't seen someone play, no, sorry, Tutu, I do see it, but Forbidden Drop in Virtual World is actually quite interesting. I mean, yeah, it's good against Herald of Ultimateness and Vanity's Ruler, so yeah, sure, I mean, that works. Especially when you can send something like a King Long, that's nice. Anyways, I mean, I can kind of play the game-ish, make VFD, and now the thing is, he kind of has it, because this VFD, this Forbidden Drop can actually just send the Chuche, and then, I can't actually respond with Chooch to destroy my own VFD, so this is like an ensured negation, but this guy decides to be really nice and actually send the King Long instead. So yeah, technically, this is a game that should have been completely different. To be fair, I still have VFD, sorry, Nibiru, so that's still kind of something. But, I mean, yeah, whatever. I mean, things definitely would have been completely different. I am pretty sure his hand was strong enough to play through Nibiru. At the same time, I did have Chuchi, and since he had to get rid of the Chuchi in the hand, he probably wouldn't have that much. So, I don't know. Yeah, I still had the pop and stuff. I don't think I would have lost even if he did the right move by sending the Chuchi, so I think this was my game regardless. Yeah, Nibiru plus Chuchi is just too much. I know for a fact that I can prevent him from either going Lao Lao search or Lulu search, since I can just destroy whatever he's trying to target. But anyways, of course my follow-up is just way too good. Fan, banish, and that's kind of just game. I don't want to fuel his banish because that would just be really stupid for no reason. And yeah, that's really nice. Let's get into the next one. Alright, this time I'm actually going second, so he's going first. Normal Nyan Nyan summon Lily from hand, which means that he probably is going to be doing quite a lot, but whatever. Now I actually Ash the Lulu. I really don't want him to have Chuchi access, like, no. And also that level 3 tuner, I mean, I don't mind him getting to VFD as long as he doesn't have, like, everything else on top. But this guy calls Divine. Out of everything, why Divine? Oh my god, I can use all of my effects. I don't even care. I even have access to my Kowloon into Chuchi, so now even this Nibiru that he has in the hand honestly won't do that much. And he has to Nibiru his own VFD, so next turn he is actually under a lot of pressure. So it's pretty good for me, I want to say. I'm actually doing quite well. So yeah, I mean, by the way, this was definitely a misplay, like going into the Stardust charge and then the Shen. I should have done it a different way, but whatever, it doesn't matter. It doesn't really matter. I even get that Graveyard Recursion, so I actually have way more resources than him, which is crazy since he went first. But anyways, yeah. This won't actually work because I can just pop the Shen, but he can just normal summon that, make not Break Sword. Again, nobody's playing Break Sword at the moment. Everybody and their mother playing Bamboozling, which obviously makes sense. The extra deck space is kind of tight, and sometimes there's also Pot of Prosperity making you lose options, so sometimes they do have the Break Sword, but you just can't see it. Anyways, this Zeus obviously won't be enough. He actually had to take so much damage just to get into it, so yeah, this game is absolutely over. Let's get into the next one. Alright, I'm going first against Trains. Now, this is still definitely labeled as an extremely good hand. A hand trap, Desires, Urgent Schedule. In, 3 out of 5 cards are extremely good, but, it's Virtual World. 1 Ash obviously doesn't get you there. I can still play around it, whatever. It doesn't change anything to my life. So yeah, Cloud Castle, Shen's, Chainlink 1, Chainlink 2, so I don't lose to Ogre or Ghost Bell. That's actually kind of important, to be honest. But anyways, at this point, it's kind of impossible for me to lose. I can Ash this Urgent Schedule, and then yeah, Desires is kind of the only play you can do, and you can do Inherent Summons, or even Activations is possible. Oh, I'm really lucky he didn't actually had the Gamma in the opening hand, since I didn't play around Gamma with my VFD, so that's kind of something. And yeah, I mean, the game is still over though, so yeah, I mean, no, he didn't really have, yeah, not much in terms of engine, just anti-me cards. Just cards to screw me over, but not really do anything for him, so yeah, anyways, let's get into the next one. Alright, I'm going second. I actually have 2 hand traps, and a semi-playable hand, actually, that's pretty garbage if my pot of prosperity doesn't get anything. But to be fair, when you excavate 6 with prosperity, it's really hard to brick. Anyways, man, pot of prosperity doesn't shotgun Lancy on standby, but it doesn't matter because I have gamma since I hold it. It would have been really stupid to gamma something like an anchor drill. I was just like, if you make VFD, it's actually good for me. I'm gonna gamma on my own turn. I'd rather do that than gamma on my opponent's turn. And yeah, I mean, he scoops because it's really bad what ended up happening. The Solemn Judgment doesn't do anything. Judgment is just an overall really bad card. It doesn't negate that many things, which is hilarious when you think about it, because it negates it negates the most irrelevant and most one-for-one-y things in the game, like spells, traps, and summons. But effects are extremely important, so if you can't negate actual effects, it's not that great. Negating only activations and summons, yeah, and paying 4,000 too, it's just, you're under a lot of pressure when you yourself have Solemn Judgment. It's pretty garbage. But anyways, it's basically almost impossible for me to lose, so the writing is on the wall, but let's get into the next replay. Alright, this is the final replay. My opponent has 3 hand traps, but again, it's Virtual World. You think I care? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Doesn't change anything to my life, and especially this Imperm should have been Chalice. Chalice would have been pretty much better, but no, it had to be Imperm, which doesn't do it. So yeah, and especially since I didn't banish this driver with my Desires. I don't know if I went Kowloon or Desires first, but whatever, it doesn't matter. I'm gonna draw a good card here. Ooh, Nyan Nyan actually put back... yeah, whatever, I draw, whatever, I can't use Kowloon, and I'm probably gonna win by the time play passes back to me. And you would look at this, man, this is so sick. Through an Ash, well, obviously the Ash doesn't really count, didn't really do anything. The Imperm just has no value here. It's so weak, because most of the relevant effects I need are from the hand and graveyard anyways. So it just didn't do anything. I can still make VFD. Look at this, he's gonna Imperm me. I'm gonna be like, okay, just second VFD, and then he can't do anything about it. I don't even know why he even attempted to kind of play this one out with the Kaiju. Meltdown, search Alistair. I was like, if he normal summons Alistair, I'm gonna laugh. And he does, so I don't know. He probably just ignored the fact that VFD is, the second VFD was used. He didn't want to believe it. He was still stuck in a, I don't know, a limbo or something where VFD just cannot exist. Yeah, VFD is definitely gonna get banned. This just proves it, honestly, so... That's it for my beautiful virtual world testing video. This deck is definitely the best deck in the game, and as long as VFD exists, this deck will stay the best deck. So thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Until then, I will see you next time. Peace.